Hello and welcome to another My Own Magic Reviews. My name is Mike My Own, and today we're not going to do a review. No, instead we're going to do another how-to video. In fact, I'm going to show you how to make a card forcing gimmick. And this isn't a card just forcing a card. This gimmick's actually interesting because it's going to make it appear as if the card has vanished from the deck as well. So it's a card forcing gimmick that makes the card that's forced appear to be missing from the deck. Here, let me show you a little video of me using the gimmick right now.
What's in the cards, you're going to say stop. Right? Okay, ready? I won't go.
Oh, stop! Okay, okay.
I'll go in with slow.
Okay, stop!
Okay, you got that card? Remember that card. Don't forget that card. You know the suit, you know the card. Okay. All what I want you to do is hold on to the deck. Say the magic. I'm gonna. That's it. You did. Okay, now remember your card. I want you to look for your card. It's not there anymore. You're gonna need it. Go ahead, go. You remember the card,
I
right?
do. That's not it. That's not it. No.
Now I'm gonna cast you. Do something else. I know what you did. As soon as I'm your grip,
Okay, so my apologies first for that really horrible audio. Yeah, it was a very loud environment, and we just about got something salvageable from that recording. But yeah, you get the idea. The card vanishes from the deck. She looks through the card. She can't find the selected card, and then it appears someplace else. And you can make it appear wherever it makes sense for you. So what you want to do is you want to start with two cards. Now, my gimmick uses the King of Spades. You can use obviously any card you want to force, and the Five of Spades is the cover card. Now, when you pick a cover card, I'm just suggesting that you pick a card that's either an odd number heart or an odd number spade, because see, that is going to help you determine the orientation of the gimmick. So the business end of the card is going to be this pip will point to the business end of the card. So now let's get busy. Once you pick your two cards, let's get busy making the gimmick. There are my two cards. It's on a cutting board. Now you can use a scissor, but if you have a cutting board, a paper cutter, well, use it. It's going to make a better cut. You want to trim off just a 1/16 of an inch, not more than that. You don't need more than a 1/16 of an inch, and you can see it's just a little bit. That's all that's necessary. You only want that little bit to trim off the card. So now you have the two cards. One is trimmed, and that's going to be your cover card. And you took away a 1/16 of an inch from the edge that the center pip is pointing to. So now all you have to do is literally have to glue the cover card to the force card, and you just want to do it at the bottom. So I'll take you through that. So you're going to need some rubber cement. You don't need a scissor at this point. You've already trimmed the card, and you'll need another deck of cards. Now, it just so happens I have rubber cement on a roll. You probably don't have any of that. I've had it in my house for years, so I prefer to use that when I can instead of the rubber cement. So what I'll do is I'll just trim a piece of rubber cement on a roll, and I'll just cut it down to the size that I need. Now, you're going to use about the same amount of rubber cement, just a small amount. You don't need a lot. And you're going to apply the rubber cement to both the force card and the back of the cover card. Notice it's just a little bit. It's just at the bottom. Okay. Now, if you're using rubber cement, and you probably are, because I don't know anybody who has rubber cement on a roll anymore, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you let the glue, apply it to both sides, the back and the front of the force card, and you let it dry completely. Now you can see that I just have that slightest bit of glue there. It's just a little bit, but it looks just like rubber cement. And now, of course, you put the two cards together. Be very careful putting the two cards together. Make sure they're aligned completely. Rubber cement is great. Once it attaches, it's a very strong bond. So you really want to make sure you line the cards up perfectly before you let them touch and apply pressure. Once you apply pressure, those two cards are going to be pretty much one unit. And because one card is short, when you flip, the short card will pass and you'll stop on the long card, which is the force card. Now, go through your deck, another deck of cards, and remove the two cards that match, the 5 of spades in my case and the king of spades. I like to keep them in the cellophane so that once I've done a trick with the forcing gimmick, I can take the forcing gimmick and exchange that for the two cards that are in the cellophane. I also like to take and put on the face of the deck another odd number card that's a spade or a heart, in the same orientation as the gimmick. Put the gimmick about a third of the way down, of course, in the same orientation as that face card. So when you look at the face card, you'll know which direction the business end of your gimmick is pointing towards. Now, as you flip the cards and stop, it will stop almost automatically on that card on the force. So there you go. Now, when you give the cards to the spectator, you're going to want to make sure that the business end is pointing to her. This way, it'll make it will really look like that card is missing from the deck. And so, as she spreads the cards, she's not going to see that king of spades because it's attached to the 5 of spades. So, and even if you go right to the 5 of spades and you just look past the 5 of spades, it's just not there. So that's it. That's the whole gimmick. Pretty easy to make. You can make it in 15 minutes really, and it's great. Of course, you can't do a signed card, which is a little stronger, but lay audiences don't need that. It's only the magicians that want to see the signed card appear someplace else. So there you go. That's the gimmick. Find an impossible location to put that card in. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, well, please do. And share this video. Share it with your friends. And if you haven't already gone to my website, well, why don't you go to my website? It's MikeMyOwn.com. There I have a whole bunch of products that are interesting, unusual. You might see something that that's just right for your show. And right now, I just want to let you know that a whole host of new products will be appearing on the website very shortly. So that's it for today. I hope you had a great time watching the video. And now it's time to go make some magic.